What's going on, guys? I'm Relatable Gaming, and welcome back to another episode, Feed the Beast 1 with the Ascended Crafters. Today, we've got some big stuff going on, so let's go and get caught up. So I popped over here to Shut's little store. I think we're going to try and get us some of these resource chickens here. I want to get, let's see, definitely want to get diamonds, redstone, iron, and quartz probably. Actually, I'll tell you what, I've already got the 10 with me. I'm just gonna go through here and grab the ones that I want. The price is 110 per 2 chickens, and I've got, let's see, 10 different chickens, and I got 2 of each of them. So I'm just gonna give them 10. And I guess that doesn't like go anywhere, it just stays in that chest. I'm gonna leave those in a chest for right now, and we're gonna make a couple of chicken breeders, I think, so that we can get those bad boys and get a bunch of them. So we're gonna need a few of these. We've got plenty of hay bales, wheat seeds, so I'm gonna make a few of those up. And we'll just set these up over here. And then what I'll do is I'll grab these back out of here and grab some of these seeds. And I should be able to slap that in there just like that. And just go through and put all of these in here. And to get these guys to breed, well, guys and girls to breed. Throw that up, and it's cool, you get a little curtain. And just like that, those will start breeding over time, and I can hit them with... I made this temporal pouch. It's basically just a time in a bottle, and those will start popping, just like that. Pretty sweet. And that'll get us some chickens over time. But the first thing that I really want to majorly focus on today is actually getting a base built. Because, as you see, we don't have one. So, yeah. I want to change that. So, we're going to get to building a little base. Alright guys, so I just wanted to apologize real quick. The audio actually got really messed up for these next few clips for the rest of the video actually. So I'm going to be doing a voiceover instead. Basically what I'm about to do is get into a little bit of mechanism. We're going to start out, I'm going to make some of the energy pipes from the pipes mod here. I'm gonna make about a stack of them, and then we're gonna make a couple Sterling dynamos and a metallurgic infuser. And what I'm gonna do is put those down in my little basement area here. I ended up just hooking up the metallurgic infuser here, throwing those dynamos right there on the wall, and then running those pipes. One thing I will say, and you're about to see me do it here, is that you got to make sure with these pipes that you go ahead and make sure to set it to pull out. So I'm going to go ahead and come over here to my chickens, and this is whenever I realize that I need to upgrade not only the speed on the pipes for my chickens, but the size of the drawers for my chickens, because as you see, all of the drawers have gotten full. And I meant to grab some coal whenever I walked over here at this point, but I did not grab any. I ended up looking at all of my chickens and just kind of seeing what all the storage is looking like. So then I grab a little bit of redstone and a little bit of iron. This way I can come back over here and make some of the enriched alloys in our enrichment chamber. Basically the way that this works, if you haven't seen it before, is you put the redstone in there, and it's kind of works like a catalyst, and then you put the iron in there as kind of an activator, and basically that just will start making those alloys over time. And then I have to grab some coal because, like I said earlier, I forgot to grab some whenever I went over there. And then you'll see that these Sterling dynamos just run off of coal. It's basically just a coal generator, like a furnace generator from Extra Utilities. And you'll see that you have to click on these with a wrench, shift click with a wrench to set them to pull. That way you're actually getting energy, and we're making a good bit of energy out of those. It's enough that I'm able to run my metallurgic infuser at an accelerated rate. But it does start using up a good bit of power at some point. So I'm going to keep hitting that, with my temporal pouch just to speed that up. I don't know if I showed the temporal pouch. Now we're going to make an enrichment chamber, though, because I went ahead and added a couple extra metallurgic infusers for making steel, and I realized that to get really any other machines, we're going to need more osmium, and the metallurgic infuser actually, or not the metallurgic infuser, the enrichment chamber allows you to enrich ores, or double the ores. And some of them we weren't able to do with our macerator that we have set up from Industrial Contraptions. So, like osmium, I'm going to have to do in the enrichment chamber, as you'll see here. And that will slowly start to double. I also had to make some of these basic control circuits. That's just redstone and osmium, the same way that you make the alloys like that, but with osmium instead. And really the goal here is to get some of these wind generators, because they're the best kind of early game power really that I can think of. So here's a couple of wind generators there, and we're going to get those set up out in our backyard. They're not going to be at max power because you can actually build them up a little bit higher to get more power out of them, but I didn't feel like building all the way up, so we're just going to set them up where they're at and hook them up. And now we're getting into a little bit of refined storage, making a controller, a grid, and then upgrading that grid into a crafting grid, and then making ourselves a disk drive. And then I'm going to go through and add a couple of extra chickens that I got, a glass chicken and a string chicken, because we need those for refined storage. And as you see here, we're going to make some storage parts for our storage stuff. I'm going to upgrade all the way up to a couple of 64K disk drives. It's going to end up making two 64K disk drives. There will be a couple of drives left over, but basically what I'm going to do is go through and pretty much empty out everything that I can into our system, and it's going to be awesome. I'm really happy to have this system set up now. I promise you it's going to be well worthwhile to have this system set up. So now we've got everything moved into our system. Went ahead and set up some drawers downstairs. I realized here that glass did not necessarily need to be in a compacting drawer, so I am going to move that over here in just a second. But everything is stored in compacting drawers that needs to be, and string, slime, blaze rods, and glass, as you see, are set in regular drawers. You make sure that you lock those and set your storage external storage here to a priority. I usually set it to 10, just that way that everything knows to go there before it goes anywhere else, and you can just hook that up to your storage, your controller on your storage network. And you can see, I mean, we're making a stupid amount of items. We've got a ton of diamonds, ton of redstone. That clay is going to be used in the future because I think we're going to use some bricks in our building process. But now what I'm going to do is actually move our chicken setup over to where the base is, because I want to have it connected up to our drawers. So I'm showing off here that I used this sawdust to make these cardboard boxes because they are fantastic for moving things. You can pick things up without it dropping the inventory, which is wonderful. That's what I used on all of the chests. I would just bring them in, place down the boxes, and then just vein mine all of the chests so that I was able to just dump it into my ME system, my refined storage system. So now I'm going to move our chickens over here. I'm just going to hook it up through the wall to our little area and run some item pipes into our control area for our storage. Right there where our controller is. Just going to pipe it into the side, and I'll end up going through and upgrading all of our pipes so that it is constantly pulling at a good rate and not just kind of slow like it was before. But as you can see here, it's got all of the item pipes behind there, and it is pulling now. It's filling up our system. Yeah, now you can see, I mean, we're producing an absurd amount. We've got over 9,000 diamonds at this point, and it's just continuously climbing. It is absolutely insane how much we're doing in this. It's really cool. It's going to be super useful down the line, because once we get into mechanism, stuff is going to start getting expensive with the enrichment chambers and whatnot, and having to set up all of the different circuits and stuff. So here I'm just going through and upgrading our drawers, because some of them were starting to run out of storage already, and I don't want that to happen. I want to be able to make sure that we can store as much stuff as we can possibly store, because I want to have a lot of stuff. Basically was my thought process there. If I can't store a lot of stuff, then I can't have a lot of stuff. But guys, that's probably going to do it for this episode. I do appreciate y'all watching. I really hope that you enjoyed. I apologize for having to do the voiceover. It's not really in my wheelhouse, but it's the best that I can do. Honestly, the audio was unbearable. Honest to God, it was bad. So I just decided that I'd do a little voiceover to show y'all everything, because I didn't want to just cut these clips out, because it was important stuff, setting up all that mechanism stuff and setting up our refined storage and whatnot. Hopefully off camera I'll go ahead and upgrade our refined storage a little bit, and maybe upgrade our power some more. I would like to try and get to the digital miner in the next episode, because that'll be nice for getting some of the modded ores that we don't really have a lot of right now, like silver and whatnot. But thanks for watching, guys.